Today on Next Top Trainer.
This one is gonna save your family.
He has such a good heart.
What do you guys want?
It's almost like they didn't know what the other person was doing.
I'm gonna mess this one up too.
After yesterday, we knew all of our weak points. So we want to work those weak points and just have a little fun and work out.
Good, and time, rest. Breathe, recover. Yeah. We're going to 2, we're gonna go to mobility.
We look like a bunch of weirdos, I'm sure, out there.
We found a dice, as Joe called it.
We have 1 dice. Roll active, rolling whatever number you tie.
Hey, roll this dice over here. Each number we get was mobility activation, lower, upper, cardio. So we had to think on the fly.
I think it was a great opportunity for us to simulate the type of pressure of like randomly coming up with exercises. That's why we did it.
I think anything you can do will help moving forward. I mean, it's never a bad thing to exercise, to be pushed outside your comfort zones.
Good, right there. There it is.
Hey trainers, welcome to the final 5. So one of you guys is gonna be Men's Health Next Top Trainer. You'll get to star in your own fitness DVD, and you'll also get to contribute to Men's Health Magazine, the world's leading men's magazine.
I'm ready to bring everything I got and more.
These guys are good, man. Everyone's good.
So I'm glad you've all been bonding over the last few days, because today we want you guys to work together. All too often in the fitness industry, experts don't collaborate. Today, we want you guys to create a comprehensive, effective, but really fun group fitness class. In 30 minutes, we have 15 people coming in here ready to do it.
Challenge number 4, 15 people out there, all 5 of us trainers, each getting a 5-minute section to run them through a workout.
And while your individual portion is really important, the overall flow is also crucial. Because at the end, the participants are going to be letting our judges know what they liked about the workout, what they didn't like about the workout, and they're also going to vote for their favorite trainer.
You have to excite people. You have to make them want to be there, want to follow you, want to work through the pain.
So let's hear from our judges a little bit. They're going to tell you what they're expecting to see today. And I'd also like to introduce you guys to Mike Mejia. He is our guest judge today. He's been a men's health fitness advisor for more than 15 years, and he's also the author of 5 men's health books.
The thing I want to see is eyes of a hawk. 3 things I'm going to be looking for: form, form, and form.
You better make people like you today. The personality's got to come out. You've got to motivate. They only have 5 minutes each. You want to get people having fun while they get fit.
Biggest thing I want to see today is which trainer's energy energizes the group the most. If you can't implement and instruct a really rock star boot camp workout, you've got no business doing a fitness DVD.
Now, Graham, you won last challenge. What you get, which I think is going to be pretty valuable, is more face time.
Okay.
So you get 5 minutes to do your part during the routine. But before we even start the workout, you get to get in front of the crowd first, pump everyone up, and get them really excited.
Sweet.
All right, guys, let's head back to the locker room and you guys can start programming your workout. Good luck.
I'm still a little turned up. Give me a minute, okay.
These guys come from all different backgrounds, so they have different experiences, they have different philosophies, and they're going to have to make them all work together.
Usually takes a while for me to really get a good program design. My name is Pete Isip. I'm from Belleville, New Jersey originally. I moved to Nutley, New Jersey, where gym's at. Growing up, it's tough, just trying to fit in. I had the fat kid syndrome. I used to look at myself in the mirror, ask myself, why am I doing this? What are you doing? You're a loser. Anorexia, bulimia, the eating disorders. It took me years for me to understand that that's a problem. You know, it was a problem in my life that was holding me back. It was just like a leash. Psychologically, you could never progress, but it's a thought process. I always like to think of it as, it's not a demon anymore, it's just a snake. And now you just gotta control that snake. Yeah, I did stand-up comedy for 6 years. And that was the dream, that was the goal. I mean, to be honest with you, that's what personal training allowed me to do. When I was doing it, I was just training just so I could have some money so I could hit the stage at nighttime. I'll be out till like 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and then I would literally go into the parking deck at times and just sleep in my car for 3 hours because I have a 5 o'clock client. It just wasn't a life for me. So what it would mean for me to be Next Top Trainer, it's undescribable. It's just a goal. It's something you work hard for that no one ever told you could do, or no one could ever tell you could achieve. And it's just like living proof. Anything could happen.
Are we gonna have a theme so that we all can structure along the same line?
Yeah.
Or are we gonna completely do it different?
Like this bodyweight stuff you can pretty much keep them moving.
In the beginning, it was just like, no, we should do this and we should do that. We should do this and we should do that.
Everyone's got ideas, and you just start throwing them out, and real quick, you gotta catch yourself and make sure you're organized.
We could do two, did we do core?
I would like to throw down, take them down, do some joint integrity stuff like that.
Do you guys want to have a strength part? Do you guys want to have just metabolic? What do you guys want?
I think there was a side of everyone who was worried about, well, how am I going to do for the competition?
We got to think about our own 5-minute chunk. We got to think about what, like, I have an idea in my head of what I'd like to do for my 5-minute chunk.
We got to look at, I think we should structure it first before we talk about individual exercises.
So Theo's got his 5-minute warm-up. I'll do the lower portion, you do core cardio. Pete comes up with the upper body. Beautiful. We'll throw something down right now. We got 5 minutes to figure it out, and we lay it out.
I could take 3 months and design a perfect workout and still not be happy with it. So to give 30 minutes to these guys to create a 25-minute workout, it's a huge test.
Trainers. Okay, time's up.
I think the program on paper looked good.
Everybody had their own style and their own way of doing it.
I think we followed the rules of programming.
Welcome to Men's Health Next Top Trainer. We want to see who gets the most energy going, who gets the best response from you guys, and ultimately you're going to pick who motivated you the most during this workout. So pay close attention, sweat your butts off, okay? Graham, it has 2 minutes to kind of get you jacked up a little bit.
All right, guys, is everybody ready? Come on, give me a better ready. Come on, I want to hear it. Is everybody ready? Get hyped. Let's go. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's go.
All right, guys, I'm Coach Theo. It's time to warm it up. I felt so comfortable. That's what I love to do. Start circling. Now, keep the chest tall. You're just working nice little circles here.
Theo is an awesome dude.
His energy is very positive. Oh, he's not like the motivational guy.
Switch right into Frankenstein kicks. You're kicking the legs up. Try to hit the toes to the hands. Get those hamstrings loose. We got jumping jacks next. Jumping jacks, here we go. If you need to modify, you can just step it out. Step it out and reach.
I would say a little low energy.
You're gonna take it down, you're gonna push the hips back, and then you're gonna come up, little crisscross. If you are having a hard time with the jump, just stand up, little swings. I think the biggest thing is when you're running a group, you gotta keep people comfortable. We're warmed up, we're ready to go. Core time, baby.
All right, guys, hey, we got summer coming up. We gotta get that beach ready, body ready.
In leading a group, it's a lot of things. You got to coach, you got to entertain, you got to get people excited.
I want to see your best Rocky Balboa impression. We're going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Everybody in a low plank position on your elbows right here. We're gonna get y'all moving. Get hips out a little bit more. Good. Nice and tight there. I love that. Hey, we're chopping wood. Everybody, hands outside your left. We're gonna reach across.
There has to be some loose moments. They don't want to feel like they're in the military.
Get that wood open. This wood is gonna save your family. I want you to imagine there's a business card between your butt cheeks. Squeeze them together. Don't let that card drop.
My goal is always to help people and to connect with them.
3, 2, 1. You guys are amazing. Great
That's
job.
it, Joey.
Great job.
All right, baby, here we go. Joey's got you warmed up, abs fired up, cardio's rocking and rolling. We're gonna get that beach booty working, baby. We're gonna hit those legs.
Coming in to kind of pick up on somebody else's tail, you don't have the personal engagement with the class right off the bat that, when you're teaching a group of people, you build into that.
You're gonna reach your hands towards me and reach your hips back behind you. Awesome. And we're gonna bring it right back up to a stand. Step it out again.
It's a little bit different demographic that I'm used to teaching. The skill level that I teach on a regular basis is a little bit higher. And
if you are just keeping that foot on the floor, that's fine, but you drive it up.
It spun me a little bit when I got in the middle of it.
What's going on? My name is Pete. Let's do this.
I think I did well. I just brought it, kept the energy level high.
Pull the clouds down. Think about reaching towards the clouds.
I really tried to hit home with my cues that I use. I really tried to dig deep with people.
Big reach, big pull. Same concept as when we're in the sky. Reach for the clouds, except now they're in front of you. That's weird. I don't know how they are, but they are.
He had a lot of energy throughout. It just felt natural, and you felt like you could believe him. It wasn't forced.
Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your glutes. Stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Bring it down to the knees. Bring it down to the knees.
Okay. No, she got the toe.
You're staying. You got 10 seconds.
No.
I have a couple of considerations with some old injuries. He had me pull my foot out at the end, and that's a little bit sore for me.
She has that cross because of the toe.
Think about why you're here. Why are we here?
might
It's
take
not
him
weight
home.
loss. All right, and good. Time break, guys. My name is Pete. Nice job.
Woo! Woo! Great job, Pete. How's everybody feeling? You have to supply them with energy in the beginning, and then you have to maintain their energy level as you see them, running out of energy. It's a lot of energy. Let's get real low, real low. Nice, good squat, and I just want you right here. 30 seconds, go. If you don't want to have your feet come off the ground, you can just bounce it, just like this.
He had so much energy, and he really brought it, and he encouraged you and motivated you to move harder and keep going when you wanted to give up.
Let's go, get moving. Good, on your toes. Keep those arms moving. Eyes on me. Let's do it. Good. I think I did a great job. They had a great time. Down in a push-up position. Let's get down. If you can't do a push-up, I'd rather you put your knees on the ground. Let's go, halfway down. Get it.
Again, do you not see any of the core issues going on? And now they're fatigued.
Finish strong. Finish strong. Don't work hard and then crawl to the finish line. Sprint there. 3, 2, let's go. 1, time. Great job. I love it. I love it. Let's do it. Great work, everybody. Great work. Break it down. Let's go. Break it down. Everybody in.
Crush it on 3.
1, 2, 3. Crush it. Woo!
We've got 5 guys left, and they just finished up the group workout challenge. How do we think they did as a group, working together?
Well, I was disappointed. It's almost like they didn't know what the other person was doing.
The flow just wasn't there for me. There was a lot of the same type of movements over and over. There were some things that were going on from a proper form standpoint that they just couldn't miss, and they did. We had heads hanging on push-ups. We had lower backs that were caving in at some points on both planking and push-up drills. There was just a lot of stuff going on there that could absolutely result in an injury, and at the very least could result in some pain.
It felt like 5 different workouts when the challenge was to create a cohesive, fluid, smooth group workout.
At the very beginning of the workout, Joe came up to us and he said, hey, should we ask if there's any injuries, if anyone has any pre-existing conditions? And I think light bulbs went off in our head. Hey, that's smart. One person raised her hand and she had a big toe problem. She was put in a lot of planks and she was actually doing them single-legged to protect that toe so she didn't have to have weight on the toe. That's how it hurt her. I mean, that's how much it hurt her. And then at some point, Pete made her actually uncross her legs, put the other foot on the floor, the hurt toe on the floor. Okay. No, she got the toe. And continue a plank that way. He actually took her from a position where she was protecting herself and put her in a position where she was hurting herself. Yeah, to me, that could be unforgivable.
Everybody, hands outside your left. We're gonna reach across.
I think Joe might have done the best. I saw him touch about a third of the group in terms of physical correction and cueing. His energy was just explosive, and when he left, the energy never got back to that level the rest of the way in. Andy followed, and I thought Andy was really almost set up for failure by following Joe with such a low energy performance. Time and time again, we're seeing that there's an inability to take his energy level and likability factor to the next level.
We have the results. The participants voted on who was their favorite, and they voted Joe with 7 as the winner. Graham and Pete both got 4 votes, and Theo and Andy got none.
Right, both of those guys were the lowest energy guys, and granted, Theo was doing a warm-up, but you still got to get people pumped for the workout. He never looked at them. He looked at the camera the whole time and forgot completely that he was supposed to be coaching these people and helping them get a safe workout. Absolutely. You can't get a safe workout if you can't see them.
I was middle of the road on Graham. I liked his energy level. He was attentive, he engaged people, he did make some corrections in terms of form. Still a couple of things that could have been better. Yeah, I don't think he deserves consideration for either the bottom or the top.
I feel like we're between Pete and Andy right now as a potential bottom 2.
Well, I think you can put Theo in there too. I mean,
potentially put Theo in.
It didn't do anything for me.
I had no idea what most of them were trying to accomplish.
Hi, trainers.
How you doing? Hey, how are you? What's up, Joe?
The judges would like to speak with all of you guys before they come to a decision. They have a few questions, so Adam's going to kick it off.
We all had some real issues with the programming, with the quality of it. I don't think it was up to Men's Health standards. I mean, we were looking at a plankathon. I mean, I don't know how many planks you can program in one workout, but man, there were a lot of planks. So who was sort of the leader of the workout programming?
We don't really have a leader, but we all tried to put our take on what we thought was best.
The idea was to have a warm-up, a core focus, a lower body 5 minutes, an upper body 5 minutes, and a little finisher at the end.
There's a few of us who said we wanted to know, make the outline first, and then there's a few of us who were going to exercises first individually. So it ended up being like a mosh posh of both.
Who did the worst?
You know, we all fell short in different areas.
Did you get an answer?
So who did the worst?
I would say Theo, because he didn't go around and coach everybody, you know, the way we all would have.
Theo?
I'd probably say at the end, Graham was kind of thrown for a loop. He may have missed some stuff.
Pete, who do you think got the most votes?
I would say Graham. I think so, because first impression is always key.
How about least votes?
Least votes, I would have to say Theo.
Mike was really shocked at one point during the workout. Do you want to share the moment for you when you were like, this is a really tough moment?
There were a couple. Joe, whose idea was it to screen the group and look for contraindications prior? Was that your idea?
It was just something that came to my mind quickly.
Good call. You guys all knew that that woman had a problem with broken toes, correct? Okay, so at one point, Pete, you went over to her when she had one ankle crossed over the other on the plank. She was trying to take pressure off the toe. You brought the foot down, so she put pressure on both toes. She actually mentioned it in the post-workout interview as being a problem.
He had me pull my foot out at the end, and that's a little bit sore for me.
It was like no one paid attention to her. She raised her hand, hey, my toe is hurt, and like no one cared. She's tough. She's inspirational. But at the same time, we've got to look out for her.
Okay.
Not done.
All right, let's keep going.
What we saw was form falling apart on a lot of people. There were opportunity. No one gave a regression, really. Like, you know, there was form falling apart all over the place. When you guys were on the sidelines watching, did you guys notice that when you were over there watching?
We were cringing a little bit. Yeah. And at one point, I mean, we all kind of wanted to run out there, and we almost did.
You've got to be able to operate as a single entity and run the entire show. So it was baptism under fire, so to speak. So it really presented the ideal opportunity to showcase what you're bringing to the potential of winning this competition.
All right, guys, as you know, this was an extremely difficult decision. Joe, please step forward. You received the highest amount of votes today, with 7 from the participants. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You will get an advantage in the next challenge.
Thank you.
You can head back to the locker room.
Overall, you know, I'm not happy with the way the whole program was developed. I had an inkling early on that it was going to be like that. I'm ready to bring everything I got and more to be better than what it was today.
The next person that we need to step forward is Graham. Graham, you received 4 of the points today, and you are safe. You can head back to the locker room.
It's a tough one, and I got ripped to shreds.
You are a bottom 3 today.
Theo, you had 0 votes. Our challenge with you is you've been a little bit forgettable.
Andy, you also got 0 votes. What's so difficult with you is that you have 9 out of 10 of the attributes of being the Men's Health Next Top trainer. Unfortunately, the 1 is really a very important factor. That likability factor, the connection factor, and the energy factor. But man, you've got a strong 9 out of 10, so this has been a really tough decision for us.
And Pete, unlike Theo and Andy, you actually did have 4 votes and tied Graham. But the issue, and I think you know why you're here, it's hard to be on top of everything, but something that glaring you do need to be on top of.
Finally, they have to send someone home. Ultimately, that person today is Theo. Please pack your gym bag and head to the locker room.
He has such a good heart. I thought I had a good heart. Blows me out. And it just sucks that it's only been a little bit. I hate seeing people like that leave.
There's not an ounce of bad you could ever say about Theo. He's just an awesome guy.
You remember I said no regrets, man? I thought I did what I was supposed to do. That was it.
Next time on Men's Health Next Top Trainer.
Everyone doubts themselves.
What's your blue steel? Can we see that?
Here's your EAS fit tip for today. You sit at a desk a lot, your hips tighten up, your glutes shut down. Do this to fix it anytime you're getting up from the desk going to workout. Kneeling hip flexor stretch to start. 90-degree angles. Squeeze the back butt to get some good opening up of this hip. Stay tight, stay tall. Imagine balancing a glass of water in your head. Don't you spill that water.
I can explore this space by kind of adding dynamic movement to it without moving at my lower back. So no extension, keep the abs crunched the whole way. I can even get into the groin a bit by just changing the angle and get into even the ankle as well. Do about 30 seconds on each side. Finish off with a nice glute activation drill. Lay down, extend the hips up, keep the abs tight, squeeze the glutes, make it happen. Anytime, anywhere, get those hips going.